Can you tell by my walk? Can you hear it in my talk? I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. Can't you see in my eyes? It should come as no surprise. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. The barely, barely cool. No, the barely cool. The barely, barely cool. Yeah, the barely cool. The barely, barely cool. No, the barely cool. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Barely Cool Podcast.
I almost just fell.
Sit down.
I almost just fell.
Welcome back to the Barely Cool Podcast. We're outside. It's a beautiful day.
It actually is.
It is it's kind of hot.
It's a little warm.
A little uncomfy.
Oh.
We just started though.
Yeah. Buckle up for an hour.
Amen. It's we're here outside in Judah's home. This is his home
This is where I live.
behind us.
This.
This is actually a shed.
Yeah.
He lives under the shed.
In
kind of.
the dirt, with the worms. They crawl on me and they go, "You are our daddy."
Okay, that's enough.
My blanket is worms and my pillow is dirt again. It's mostly dirt. I've learned. We're outside and we got some ice cream to cool down on this hot day.
Hot day.
Yeah.
Do you not like your ice cream? It's okay. You're off the camera. It's fine.
Oh, it's too sweet.
It's too sweet. Yeah, we got some ice cream. I got...
Oh, this is like melting.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Frick.
I got Ben & Jerry's. Peanut butter half-baked. Shout out Ben & Jerry's. Judah's got...
Ben & Jerry's, s'more please.
More, please.
We're not
It's like
sponsored.
getting wet.
Yeah, that's what I'm
we're
saying.
Not, we're not,
Careful, that's gonna flip.
Holy
I told you, it's melting.
Why is it filled up so much?
Because they love giving you value.
Listen, dude. I'm not on my camera. We're not even sponsored by it.
I know.
You gotta stop hyping them up. Okay, guys. We got ice cream.
People are trying to cancel Ben & Jerry's right now.
Isn't it because they did something weird?
No, well, I don't know. What do you define as weird?
I don't know. I can't remember what they did.
They on July 4th, they made a post about returning indigenous land, and all the Americans went flipping. If you hate America, you can leave. We're going to give you the Budweiser treatment.
Weird.
Yeah.
Americans are weird.
They are.
It's good ice cream.
This is great ice cream. I've never had s'mores, please.
No?
No.
I've had this before.
That's a good flavor.
Anyways, I had a bad ice cream thing happen to me this week.
Is that your story?
Yeah.
You have an ice cream story?
No, it's not. It's not really ice cream related. Ice cream is just the setting.
Oh.
No, it's okay. No, it'll pick it out.
He'll be okay. I can raise his gain.
I'm gonna take a break.
I won't, though.
I'm not gonna eat very much of this ice cream on this podcast. It's too difficult. I was at a Dairy Queen. Me and niece. I had baseball on Friday night.
I love Dairy Queen.
Me too. Dairy
good.
Queen, you should
It's
sponsor us.
expensive, though.
It is. It was like $13.50 for two blizzards, a mini blizzard and a medium blizzard. Flipping crazy. Anyways,
That's actually cheaper than... I went to a Dairy Queen where I got that exact order, and it was $17.
what the hell?
Yeah. A mini blizzard.
the
Oh, you
hell?
know why? I got one of those fancy blizzards with the core.
That's probably why. Yeah, we were at this. I had baseball on Friday night. We got just hammered. So
What do you mean?
Like we lost.
You didn't get drunk? I thought you meant you got drunk.
Oh, that sounds like
like
that.
beer league baseball.
No. No, I was driving home. We got hammered in baseball. Like we got killed. We got hurt. They really clobbered us
There you go.
with bases running.
yeah.
Yeah, we
With
just
the winning.
we lost, and we lost by a lot. So on the way home, I was like, "Oh, can we please have our ice cream, Mom?"
Like the kid who lost in T-ball.
Yeah,
That's the Frosty
I just need it.
from Wendy's.
And so we stopped for ice cream, and like we were in the drive-through, and I just ordered I got a mini, or niece got a mini mint Oreo blizzard. I got a medium Reese blizzard, and then it's not even like a big thing, but niece called me really dumb for it, which like it is kind of dumb. We got up to the window, and the guy came out and he was like, "Oh, like how you paying?" I was like, "Oh, Visa." This is the first thing I said, Visa, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, debit or credit?" And I was like, "Visa, credit." He's like, "Oh, okay." And so this started like my panicked, awkward interaction with this guy. And then he goes, okay, pays. He shuts the window and he comes in again. He's like, did you want lids on any of these blizzards? And I just went, oh yeah, you should put lid on mine. And then I didn't notice that I had said that. And then niece was like, Ben. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, mine's just fine. And she was like, he doesn't know which one is yours. And I was like, I'll just put it on the Reese one. Sorry, not mine. And then I made it infinitely more awkward.
Yeah.
And
I
then
didn't even register what was wrong.
Yeah,
with that
because
statement.
I didn't register at the time either. When I said it, I was just like, mine. And then
Ben got the Reese one. I know which one he got.
I know. And then I just realized and then niece just called me stupid the whole way home. And I was like, it literally had the same energy of like getting in a taxi and going like, where are you off to? It's like, home. I'm going home. And so yeah, this guy just looked at me. He was like, "What's
pretty
yours?
good.
You psychopath."
I didn't
So-
register that either. I would have been like,
Yeah, at the moment I didn't really think much of it. But then niece was like, "Ben, he doesn't know which one's yours." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, the Reese one, bro. That's fine." I don't even know they had
I've
lids.
never been asked if I want a lid on a blizzard.
Neither had I. So I think it kind of psyched me out. And then the whole interaction with like how you pay in
card.
Visa, and he's like debit or credit. I'm like, Visa, credit.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what Visa is? And do you know which one's mine? You should have.
I think
Embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
I think though, given the interaction with the whole Visa thing, that invalidates him more than you. So, do we want to bring this table closer to make this easier to eat?
Sure. We should get going here soon.
We're talking as like we're going.
We're not going very fast.
Oh no, because what the flip is happening? What are we caught on?
Nothing.
Frick.
This is an interesting table. All right.
That's a little bit better.
That's a little bit better.
I can
So yeah,
lean
that was my thing.
forward occasionally.
Not really that crazy, but made me a little bit upset.
Yeah, that's not. I would.
What have you done?
I'm getting ice cream everywhere. Holy frick! I'm taking risks here, Ben. Just look at I'm slurping around the edges.
Why is it so hard in the middle and then really like watery on the sides?
You
What
want
the
me?
hell, Ben and Jerry's?
You want me to get into thermodynamics?
No. It'll just make me feel dumb again.
You're not.
Who
dumb.
knows thermodynamics? I failed thermodynamics in university, first year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that why you had that argument with your friend about which coffee is going to cool down?
Oh, that don't even start on that. It pissed me off. I failed chemistry in first year university because it sucked. All the prof talked about in class was his research. Who gives a rip about your damn research, Mr. whatever your name was? That was it. And I failed. So I didn't know how to do it. How to do the thermodynamic equations
I hate.
for energy yield. Delta K or whatever. Changing something.
Okay, like this is a controversial opinion. Why? Like, why? Why did we need to learn that? Like,
Why?
couldn't we
Great question.
couldn't we just be content as a species to be happy with what we have? You got to be able to do the math on
An energy reaction.
like grow up. Just go home.
I mean, I think it has useful application.
I'm sure it does to like two people, but like
Yeah, frick engineering, am I right? Frick.
is that part of it? Is that do
Yeah,
they need
probably.
that for like
mean-
load bearing and stuff?
Yeah, probably. And then I mean, like, we learned like gas laws in it too, and I'm like, in the hospital, like chest tubes and stuff like that, things that we insert into people's bodies are reliant on understanding of gas laws.
I guess. I just think
Next time you're in the hospital and you want a chest tube, say I don't believe in chemistry. I mean,
no. I specifically had the problem with having to memorize all these flippin' equations on energy. What did you?
are you talking about this in like high school?
No,
Because like this is university. Like I took this by my own free will. I paid to take this course.
but you don't need to. Do you need it for what you wanted to do, which was kinesiology?
You would, if you were in a hospital with someone with a chest tube, you'd need to understand gas laws.
I'm not talking about gas
Otherwise,
laws.
you're
I'm talking about
confused.
the energy thing.
Oh, so this particular part of the course?
Yes.
We learned gas laws in this course, too.
I know, but I'm talking about that specifically. Like,
I don't know, probably not.
That's
Maybe,
what-
maybe something for, like...
I'm just like,
I
how
don't know.
often? Like, okay, here, it's more this. We've learned these equations
Okay.
for materials.
Learned is a interesting word. I don't remember them.
Not you, people.
Okay.
Humans.
Oh, human beings as a
We've
species.
gained this, right?
Okay.
It's kind of, to me, it's kind of like my thing with like animal testing, where it's like, at this point we've got a pretty solid list of what chemicals aren't going to burn your skin off.
Right.
Do we really got to try another one? Like, we've got the equations down. Why do we got to keep doing them? We got to keep.
Let's just stop doing them.
We got to keep solving. Oh, what's the energy loss going to be on a rutabaga, Ben? How much you heat a rutabaga up
Are
to
you saying
150?
We should just stop doing these equations for students in school now because we know them already.
They're written down somewhere. We know what steel does. It seems
Bro.
excessive.
Bro. We're like, if tomorrow, like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like, it's written down somewhere.
Yeah.
But, like, if tomorrow every pilot in the world died and,
Yeah.
like, for some reason, like, the internet disappeared and all the instructions,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to fly a plane, would you? We'd never fly planes ever again. It'd take like 1,000 more years for us to figure it out.
Go for
Let me
a
do a
walk.
different thing. If the schematics for building planes disappeared and then all the engineers disappeared, I wouldn't know how to build a plane.
Okay, that's different. Because I like planes.
So we're gonna keep teaching people how to build planes.
So it's relevant to me.
So we're gonna stop. We're gonna
Okay.
stop teaching people how to calculate delta K.
But
we're gonna keep teaching people how to build planes.
Here's one. It's relevant because it's new in the science thing.
Okay.
It's new in physics
Is it?
with these pulse waves and stuff.
Is that new? I don't know.
Basically, they've been over like the past 15 years. They've been using all of the Milky Way to measure subtle changes in space time, based on what's it's doing, whatever, to
Something physics.
to try and figure out, whether black holes, if there's two super black holes too close to each other.
Each other.
Let me ask you a question, scientists.
All of science.
Who
Who's gonna
cares?
ask you
Like that doesn't.
They do.
Why?
I don't know.
They're so desperate to figure out whether
Progress?
to what? They're trying so
Figure
hard.
out.
They're like, man, I'm gonna figure out. Oh, it moved a half inch. Now I know that there are two big black holes near each other. Go to a movie. Like, how does that change your life? I don't know.
I mean, if
I
I was the one who figured that out, I'd be pretty happy.
it's
with
interesting.
myself.
I just think there's a lot of stuff that's interesting that's utterly meaningless.
That's true, like Taylor Swift's new albums and what they're about.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I
Heavy.
said it was interesting, but utterly meaningless.
it's
Just like here to show you I'm being fair. I think that the Toronto Maple Leafs are super interesting. Are they meaningless ultimately if they win the cup or not? Yeah. Still care about them.
Ben's trying to back this up to his wife behind the camera.
Yeah, that's you guys
She's
don't understand
pissed.
it. But I mean, even to you, it's like I don't know.
Like,
This stuff's interesting.
here's the thing. It is interesting. I just feel like in our friendship, I thought you would agree with me on this, because in our friendship, there's so many things that I say to you that you respond with, why do you have so much useless knowledge in your head?
Yeah, but like
And when I hear about this physics stuff, I'm like,
your knowledge is truly useless.
when I hear about this physics stuff, I'm just like, cool.
Okay, but
That's trivia. It's the definition of trivia.
Okay.
Neat.
I mean, if we ever start traveling around space, we might want to know this stuff,
I
where,
guess.
like where those black holes are. Here's the thing: you can't equate your knowledge of like marijuana to flipping knowledge about black holes, because there's dudes sitting over in NASA looking through a telescope right now, and it's the knowledge that they have is actually helping them discover things. That's just sitting in your brain doing niche, nil, nothing, all day.
I think that scientists at NASA would also like to know whether he's holding a gram of indica or sativa. You know, that's all I...
You know what? Maybe your knowledge isn't useless after all.
Yeah.
Hey, scientists at NASA, you want to know if you're holding whatever the hell he just said? You disgust me. All right.
You're the one who failed thermodynamics. I don't know why I'm trying to back you up.
I was trying to learn it. All right, speaking of nothing, I got a gift for you.
Oh.
Now that Maddie's out here, I'm going to give it to you. I put it in a bag. I don't have any tissue paper, though, so it's just in a Sears bag.
What is it?
You'll see.
I'm excited. Why'd you get me a gift? Just you felt bad after all these years?
Yeah, I never got you any gifts.
Dropping
this
the
is just
ball.
for all the Christmases and the birthdays I missed, champ.
Sears! My voice sounds awful.
It does. That's okay, though.
Sears! I sound like a harpy. My wife just said my voice is hot. What is this? What am I holding? Let's go!
It's the clouds.
What does it say? Does it say anything? They're tufted clowns. That. Yes, we are. We don't have to keep them in the house. They might be possessed, but they're tufted rug clowns.
Judah, for context, for those of you listening, at my wedding, we were at a very, very old home,
This is awesome.
and Judah took a photo in front of clown things. These things.
They were decor at this
They were
house.
decor at this home, and he took a photo in front of them. I still have that photo. It's on my phone though, which is being used to record. And he said he loves them, and
do.
and we were recently clearing that home out, and he said,
my gosh.
I would love to get dibs on these clowns.
Did you have to pry these out of someone's hands?
No,
They must have really...
no one wanted them.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Those are going at the shop.
That's I call it. I told you he was gonna put them in the shop. So
love them there.
those are
I'm actually so excited.
I managed to get those clowns for you.
I said that as a joke.
I did. I took it seriously. I got those clowns.
That's awesome. You guys don't understand what that means to me.
Anyways, yeah. So that's for all the gifts, all the Christmases and the birthdays that I missed because I was at the office. Sorry, champ. Sorry, pal.
Is that also
Hopefully
for
that makes up for it.
my baseball that I won, the tournament,
Yeah, hopefully that makes up for it. And the ice cream.
and my Pee Wee soccer?
Yeah, well, that doesn't really matter. You just got a participation trophy.
I got 4th place.
Come back to me when you get first. That's
There
all
were
I'm saying.
7 teams. We beat 3 teams.
We're champions. We're D division champions, Dad.
Thank you. That's so exciting. I
You're
love that.
welcome.
I'm
I hope you
genuinely so
enjoy
stoked.
it. I hope you enjoy it.
They're like they look like they've been tufted by hand.
Yeah.
Really? Anisha's grandma made them.
His grandma made them.
Would she have liked me, you think? Probably not.
No, she would have hated you.
I'm loud. Yeah, but
fruity.
I'm covered in tattoos and I'm a little too effeminate. This ice cream is so good. I'm gonna eat all of it and throw up. Is that a funny episode? Is that what this podcast has come to? Me being intentionally anti-intellectual for the bit and then throwing up ice cream. Thanks, Ben and Jerry's. Fair
that
trade.
really is all we really do.
It is.
Throw stuff up and then talk about nothing.
Yeah. It's fair trade.
That's cool.
If only they weren't anti-American.
I think I did a project on fair
What is-
trade in school.
What is your... So we both have the... Like, it's the same logo style where it's like, there's the stuff on the left, there's the clouds, but your cow's holding something. What is your cow
Peanut
holding?
butter.
Is it peanut butter?
Yeah.
Like a little jar of it?
It's just a jar with a peanut on it. And he's got a spoon. He's going...
He's eating it.
His lips or his tongue's out.
That's awesome.
He's going...
This guy's not holding jack.
would you just... We're trying to record a podcast
Guys, come
here.
on. Oh, it's one of those seaplanes.
Boat planes. Boat planes.
What are they called?
Boat planes. They're
that-
called seaplanes, but I like better boat planes better.
I like calling them the planes with legs.
Planes with legs. Leg planes. Planes with legs.
What other stuff do we got to talk about other than how we don't really need to know thermodynamics and
I don't need to know thermodynamics.
most
Someone does, though.
most people don't.
I mean, a lot of people went to engineering that I went to school with. So they all need to.
No, that's not true.
Why don't they need to know?
Like one person, like
It might affect what they're doing. You know what? I'm sure all of the stuff that you're claiming is not used actually has a lot of applications.
I'm sure it does.
And you don't know about
To,
them
like,
because you're
4
not an
people.
engineer. No!
Like if you're an engineer working for some company,
You might have to calculate delta K.
one of you might need to. And if you don't know, you're going to go, "Hey, Greg, can you just do this
Were you
for me
listening
quick?
in Chem 101?
I've got this part of the job. You've got that part of the job." And then
You're
at
just
the
happy
end,
going on not knowing it at all?
at the end, we tape it
And
together.
if for some reason Greg wasn't there one day, you're
he
happy
would be
not
fired.
knowing?
You can't build a plane if someone's not showing up. You're not like, "Oh, Greg missed today. Well, ship it out anyway." What are you talking about? Greg's still got to look it over.
What if Greg dies, Judah?
There's another Greg.
There's another Greg coming off the assembly line. Stick him in there.
I'm not saying to not teach it. I'm just saying we've
Shit, the
gone
best
too
people.
far.
We've gone too far.
I don't need to
Mr.
know.
Johnson. That was his name. The professor from Chem
Mr.
101
Johnson.
who always talked about his research. No one gives a rip
What-
about your research, Mr. Johnson.
What was he researching?
I don't flipping know. I was listening. That's why I failed.
Probably thermodynamics.
Yeah. Probably something dumb in thermodynamics.
I just think, look, in science, the way we've structured science in Western culture, I don't know if it's all across the world or whatever, but in North America, in science, you know, when you get your PhD, to me,
I already got one.
essentially what you're doing is going, pick a topic no one cares about, and write about it. Because all the stuff that is super crazy.
You become an expert and you get called doctor.
Yeah, in like the most niche thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like the problem with how we've set up this metric, this model, is the first guy to do it went, "I'm going to write about why we get light from the sun." Awesome. Now we're at like, "I'm going to write about why different nutrients in soil in one part of India is causing the grass to grow 2 millimeters shorter." There's my PhD. It has less iron in the sand. Like,
That's all he wrote about in his 300-page dissertation. In conclusion, it's got less iron, guys.
what's funny is we know someone
10 years of studying. That's all I learned.
we know someone who's defended their PhD, and he's a genius, and I actually have so much respect.
My brother's
for his
in a
work.
PhD program right now.
Oh, I don't respect that. I'm talking about Adam from Excuse Me. He knows so much about bugs.
Oh,
it's
that's
so
true. He did
interesting.
his PhD.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he defended.
Did it get like approved and everything? Is the man a doctor now? Doctor of bugs?
He might be a bug doctor.
Is he a Dr. Bug now?
He's Dr. Bug. Adam, shoot us a DM. Are you
Dr.
Dr.
Bug now? Because if you are,
They should-
hot.
Why do they not call you that every time you guys get introed on stage?
Dr. Bug?
Yeah, and
This is Dr. Bug.
and on guitar for this song we got Dr. Bug.
Dr. Bug.
That's incredible.
Mr. Bug. Dr. Bug.
See,
That was really cool.
That's interesting. to
Adam
me.
was already hot.
He was.
He just got hotter.
He is hot. He plays guitar. Good looking boy.
Likes eggs.
He loves eggs. Good
Eggs are
sense of
good.
style. And he's a bug
Knows
doctor.
a lot about bugs. He's doctor.
You know, when
Like
he
bugs.
told me, when I
Maybe.
learned that bug is actually a classification and it's not like a genuine thing for all insects.
What?
Has he not told you that?
No.
There's
That sounds like something a doctor of bug would know.
most insects are not bugs.
So he's not he's not Dr. Bug then. He's
no, he
Dr.
is. He is
Insect.
a doctor of. I think his thing
He's-
specifically is a type of bug. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. All I know is I think it has something to do with what bugs eat. No, what happens to bugs and then fish eat them. But specifically, he wants to know what's going on in the bugs. And when he posts on stories on Instagram and stuff, he's always like seeing what bugs eat under a microscope. He's like ripping open little bugs and he's going, "Whoa, look at that crazy little flipping thorax or whatever."
Holy
Maybe not a
frick.
thorax. I don't know. But he's like, yeah.
Just like in a lab, just
Yeah.
looking at him. Wow.
He's a good friend to have. Sometimes I'll just send him a picture and I'll be like, "What the flip am I looking at? What bug is this?" And he knows.
He knows all of them. All the bugs?
He told me he posted something where he saw. I think
understands
It's
the-
called like an assassin
Oh, you told me about that.
bug or something.
Yeah.
He had one of those. I'm like, dude, I've had some of these in the apartment. Apparently, they're pretty nice. He's a big bug saver. He saved his and put it in a plant so it eats the little aphids and stuff to protect the plant. I just vacuum mine up. Killed
And
it.
that's why you're not a Dr. Bug.
No,
You're not a doctor of bugs
No.
like Adam is.
not at all.
And that's why you're less hot than Adam.
That's true. And I also don't play guitar.
Yeah, wow. You're
I know.
0 for 3.
I know the C chord and the G chord and the D chord. I know a few chords.
You know a couple chords.
I can't really bar
You
chord.
can make a song.
I could. Not a good one.
A song, though.
I could make a song. Wouldn't be great. But I
It'd
could.
be okay.
It would be all right. With a lot of effects and stuff. A lot of layers. Like an onion. Like Shrek.
Your music's like onions? Like Shrek?
Yeah.
Okay. How many more times I have to do this with you? You think before we just call it quits?
I don't know. Until we have lots of money. We're going to keep pretending to
gotta
be
make
friends until we have
We
lots
gotta
of
make
money.
it till the retirement home.
Until we have enough money.
Both of our wives are here. Do you guys promise to put us in a retirement home together if and when we go crazy? Me or Judah? Why
Both.
just me?
She's going to take us
Because
out
I'm so
back.
dumb. Wait, what was that thing that Maddie said maybe that one time?
It's going to
Yeah,
blow
that's what she said.
your
She said I had a tiny
brain.
Judah said like really out of nowhere and aggressively too.
She just said,
I guess I do have a tiny
we were
brain.
talking about something and she just went, that's going to blow your tiny little brain.
Yeah, your
What
tiny
was it?
little brains out.
A cruise ship would blow your tiny
Yeah.
little brain.
Which
Which
was-
even that is so funny. Like, not even...
Not something like actually
no,
smart.
it's literally just going, hey, Ben, you know boats? Picture
Your
a-
tiny brain can't even picture it.
Picture-
You can't.
I bet
tiny
you're
brain
picturing
can't even
something that's like
picture it.
10 feet long max. Picture a boat bigger than you can imagine. You're a big boat
Bigger
that's
than
gonna
your
rock
tiny
Ben
brain
to
can
his
even
core.
Understand.
You can't boats with beds in them.
You think I failed thermodynamics? I would fail boat 101. I'll tell you that much. My tiny brain can't even handle it.
You can't handle boats. Boats with beds. It's unnatural.
Ugh. Boats have beds?
Some do.
Whoa. Some don't though.
Some don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Have you ever been on a cruise? No, because your brain's still here.
Still alive. No, I actually haven't been on a cruise.
Dude,
It would blow your mind.
it
Tiny
would
mind.
it would explode your tiny little penis off. I love hyping something up to someone and insulting them at the same time.
It is very funny.
You ever see that movie?
What movie?
I don't know, but it would it would knock that ugly mug off your head.
Wow.
You ever watch The Wolf of Wall Street?
I did.
Dude,
watched The Wolf of
such
Wall
a good
Street.
movie. It might convince you to get an actual job. No, don't cry. You make good money. Are we still recording? I honestly can't tell.
Imagine we weren't recording this whole time. Wouldn't that actually be that bad? We haven't really done anything.
No. It's
I'm
27.
kind of hot. Like, I'm kind of uncomfy.
27 minutes of garbage. Do you want to swap seats? I'm in the shade.
Sure.
We'll keep you, but we'll swap mics too.
Okay.
That'll make it real fun for me editing later. Sorry.
Hit his butt? Yeah.
I was backing up onto him. Oh, it is warm in here.
It's cold here. I like it here.
My fly's undone. I just noticed.
You know what I realized? We
I think it's
adjusted
been
our
undone this
we adjusted
entire
our
time.
cameras for our headroom too, so it might frick it up.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
How are we looking? Dude, my fly's been undone for like an hour and a half. I'm tucking my pants into it. What do you think?
Camera can't see it, but that's kind of hot.
I
Not
am.
as hot as Dr. Bug, but still kind of hot.
Zip that back up. Don't want anything slipping out. I'm going commando.
Are you actually? No. Have you ever? You ever left the house with no underwear on?
Left the house? I don't think so. I tried it once because I read somewhere online, like on Reddit or something, that it was
Wow,
like
that's where all the good stuff comes out of.
there's a flipping fly near me. Oh, it didn't even phase me.
Yeah, that took a
Yeah, couldn't handle round two. Idiot.
That time he teased you.
Yeah.
All right. What were you saying though? You
I read
on Reddit?
online somewhere that they're like it's so much more comfortable. It's not.
No, I can imagine it wouldn't be. It would freak me
I
out.
wore it in the house for like 20 minutes, and I was like, oh, it'll get comfortable. There's a seam on your jeans that
Yeah.
just is so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm really picky about my underwear.
It sounds gross.
Sometimes I have to change underwear when I'm sleeping because the underwear I'm wearing is not comfortable enough to sleep in. Because I can't do it. I don't know what it is.
What about the underwear isn't good? That like, what are you putting on that you're wearing and you're like, no, I gotta change. What does the new underwear have that the one you're wearing doesn't?
I don't know.
Really?
It's just more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Except like sometimes if it has a hole in it, or if it's frayed a little bit, for some reason the access, like the difference in the air, difference in the feeling of the air on my gooch versus the rest of my penile area is unsuitable for sleep. Sometimes it's just it cradles it a little bit better.
How big are these holes?
I got a couple pairs of underwear that should be in the garbage and aren't. Because I haven't gotten to buy more yet.
Was that like a dig to your wife? You're like, let me buy more underwear? How many pairs of underwear you think you own? Wait, you've ever gone commando or no?
3. What?
You've never gone commando?
No, I can't. I've tried.
What about in like a sweatpant? You do that?
No.
Really? Can't do it either. Okay, I'm glad you agree with me.
I can't.
Because I know
that's
like a big thing on the internet where it's like, oh, I love a guy in gray. Get the frick off me. That fly's making me pissed off. People are always talking about guys wearing like the gray sweat so you can see the outline of their Johnson. And I'm like, how do you see they're wearing underwear? And then I've seen pictures people post on Twitter, and I'm like, I see head definition. You're not wearing underwear in there. Gross. I need the underwear, otherwise it's too much.
Yeah, I think that's part of what it is for me too. It's just it creates an uncomfortable situation.
I think my penis
for
has
myself and for bystanders.
My penis has like agoraphobia. It doesn't want to be like in a wide open space.
True.
It's like you know, like when you see like, have you ever seen like movies of like spelunking and stuff? Spelunking.
What's spelunking?
Like cave exploration.
Oh yes.
Where they're like, there's some movie I watched where they get lost in a cave, but then they find themselves in like a bigger cave, like under, and it's like cavernous.
Right.
And I'm like, that's terrifying.
Really?
Yeah.
So your penis has the same situation. It has to be all.
Yes.
Tight.
I want a hug.
I agree. My favorite pair of underwear is my Sax ones.
Yeah, with the
with
pocket,
the ball hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just burped.
It's great. I love it. Keeps everything nice and secure.
I've never tried one of those.
You should. You should get a pair. They're nice. I would highly recommend them.
You think they'd sponsor us?
No. They wouldn't.
Yeah, it's a little melty. Maddie just opened up her ice cream.
It's dripping. No, there's no way Sax would. Listen, man, no one will sponsor us ever.
I should start sending out emails again. No one cares.
We should just not. We should just stop.
We should just cut this
forever.
I would say we should stop while we're ahead, but we'd have to be ahead first.
Amen.
I'm gonna finish this entire thing.
We haven't gained a subscriber on YouTube in like 7 weeks. I downloaded YouTube Analytics, this like separate analytics app, just in case our analytics started going crazy. I wanted to have a nice
you wanted to know about
way to view them. Nope, nothing's happened. Nothing's changed.
So how much data does that app take up on your phone just to show a big fat 0?
Good question. I don't know. Flipping no, probably a lot.
Oh jeez. I feel manic. I feel manic, but in a way where I'm
not funny.
I might buy a gun.
You might buy a gun?
Yeah.
Like a full gun?
Yeah.
Like one of those? Not like a BB gun?
Let's move on. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to buy a gun. I would never. Guns are scary to me.
You're not going to buy a gun?
No.
But you said you wanted to buy a gun.
I know. I was lying.
Yeah, you do that a lot, don't you?
I already have a gun. 2 of them, actually. That was for free.
What the hell? Okay, moving on. What'd you do this week? Wow, you have a boring life.
Went to go visit my old grandparents up in cottage country. Went in the hot tub there. Went for a nice little boat ride. Read a book.
What book?
I I finished a book. It was called The Eyes of the Dragon by Stephen King. It wasn't.
And you love Stephen King.
I do. It wasn't great though.
Was the ending as poopy as usual?
The ending was actually probably the best part about it because I was happy for it to be over. No,
Burn, Stephen King, burn!
It was fine. Stephen, if you're listening, gosh, just stick to the horror stuff. I mean,
Oh, it wasn't a horror
it was
book.
a fantasy,
Oh.
and it did not feel. It felt too Stephen King-y for it to be fantasy. It felt like a little bit too. It was a little bit too witty. Like it's the classic his stuff. You know, it's told from the perspective of a narrator, and the narrator's kind of like
Right.
pseudo breaking the fourth wall in a way, where it's like the narrator is alluding to like the world as we live in it now, in a way, and I'm like, that's annoying. I'm trying to read a book about flipping dragons. Don't be like, we don't have those anymore. I'm reading the book about dragons because we don't have dragons. Idiot. Anyway, it was fine. And then I read Slaughterhouse-Five by
Nice.
Kurt Vonnegut. Classic.
You finished both those books?
Well, the one I was already like halfway in. Slaughterhouse-Five I did in a day. It's a short one. It's not too long.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm a quick reader.
How many books you read this year? 9.
What? No.
15.
Like 3.
That's it?
No, 4.
More
But
than me.
I'm a quick reader, but I don't read a lot. I went through like a couple months where I
Reading is
just
hard for me.
didn't read. I'm aware.
I don't mean the physical act of reading.
Sound it out.
I mean picking up a book and reading it.
Yeah, it is. Well, because like flipping, it's the same as the thermodynamics thing. Okay.
Listen to Grandpa Judah go crazy again.
Like.
Go ahead. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I love reading.
Do you?
I do.
I'm not so sure you do.
But gosh, I love YouTube and stuff more.
Because it stimulates.
Exactly. I love immediate gratification. When I'm sitting down to read,
You are an instant gratification little boy.
I am. Would it be smarter to finish this later? Yeah. I'm probably gonna finish it now. That's like not a bit. It's like I've got like a third left. What am I doing? Why would I put that away? I want it now. Do I already?
You're
kind
gonna
of
feel sick,
I already do.
but you don't care.
It tastes good.
Dopamine.
It tastes
Serotonin.
good. Yeah. My body literally is a constant fight when I'm eating stuff like this. This might be unhealthy. Maybe I should see a doctor. But it's a constant fight of like, not a constant, but towards the end of a meal where it goes, all right, we got what we needed. And my tongue is like, I'm not done. I want to keep tasting that. Like the thought of putting the lid on this and not getting that toasted marshmallow ice cream with graham cracker swirls and chocolate chip cookies is actually like pissing me off. Like, I don't want to put it away. That's not a bit.
I think
It's so frustrating to me that I have to stop eating. I love food. It tastes good.
this isn't a bit.
No,
Are you sure?
I'm being vulnerable.
On the
Fine, put the lid on it, okay? I don't want to. Like literally, you know when like old white women
I'm
are like,
taking this away from you.
oh, that's the thing. It's like when old white women are like, it's certain foods, but you know when old white women are like, oh my gosh, take these original Lays away from me. I need to stop. Like that's insane. That's just salt. You might as well get a spoonful of kosher salt while you're at it. But this got layered flavors. I mean, it's layers of sugar, but gosh, if it doesn't
You're
do something to me.
This isn't a bit.
No, I wish it was, dude. Like I'm not
You have a
kidding.
condition.
It's something. Like it's not like okay. I am exaggerating the intensity of it. Like I won't eat till I'm.
So you're
throwing
being
up.
hyperbolic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't eat till I'm like throwing up. But there are so many meals where I'm like, it just tastes too good. I don't want to stop.
I can understand that on a certain level, but I don't think quite the amount that you talk about
It
it.
pisses me off.
Like it's an anger thing.
It does. It's
Like
like
when I mean like a Chipotle burrito, I find myself feeling sad when it's over. But then I just move on.
the problem is too is I eat.
I'll wait till the next time I'm gonna have a Chipotle burrito.
My stomach, like with a burrito, for example, right? I would get like a regular sized burrito. Like when I worked at like Best Buy, I'd get like a regular sized mucho burrito or whatever. And the point at which I'm full is like there's 4 bites left in this burrito. I'm not throwing it out,
Right.
and I don't want to wrap up
Right.
4 bites of a burrito.
Right.
So then I go, well, flipping,
Just go.
I gotta just do it.
Okay, but that I can understand
You know
that.
what I mean?
I can understand that.
And
But
so
this tastes so good, I feel bad, and I'm angry that I can't eat any more of it, so I'm just gonna eat it anyways and feel bad. That I can't relate with.
yeah, you don't do
That's
that.
not. That's not healthy relationship with food stuff.
I self-sabotage my own body. My body hates itself because it's its own. It like literally, I'm in my head. I'm like, flipping grow up. There's only a third left. It tastes good. I don't feel awesome right now.
This has got to be a bit.
It's hyperbolic for sure, but there's a nugget of truth buried in there. And gosh, if I won't eat till I find it.
Oh, Judah.
Also, it's for
We
the
should talk about this though off the podcast for real.
It's for the bit too, like especially like it takes so little for me to do those food challenges for that reason. Because I'm like the milk one sucked, but when we did the pizza one, I was like, yeah, dude, flipping, I don't care if I hurt. It's pizza. It's delicious.
That's why he wins them all.
Yeah,
the time.
I think so.
Because of illness.
Like I didn't win the Timbits one. I didn't win. But
Did
we
you?
didn't do that for a challenge. Oh, maybe I did win.
I think you did win that
the
one.
Sprite one I didn't because I don't care
you
about
didn't win
Sprite.
the Sprite one.
And
also there was I poured it into a glass, which apparently was fricked it up.
Oh, fair.
That's what your dad said. He didn't consider it valid because I poured it into a glass, which I guess diminishes the carbonation.
That's fine. I still got tattooed.
Yeah, you didn't drink milk with lactose, so
Yeah.
let's call it even.
We're even. We're even, Stevens. Shia LaBeoufskis. He played. Yeah.
Oh. Continue.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I just flipping. I am playing it up for the bit for sure, but I do.
you?
I love like nonsense, as you know, as you well
Yeah,
know.
I'm aware of that.
Like there was one birthday I had where when I ate meat, I was like, we should get 100 nuggets and split it. 100 chicken McNuggets from McDonald's and split it between like 3 people.
Okay.
Awesome.
That sounds fun.
It was good.
But did you feel gross after you ate them? Well,
Yeah.
Obviously.
But like I still like
Okay, but that's a different kind of thing with like if it's like one time.
or yeah, well and it's not all the time.
But
for
if you
sure.
find yourself
No,
ordering
it's
like
not
20
all the
nuggets
time.
and then you got to go get some more because you're like these taste too good and it frustrates me that I can't eat more of them.
No, I am playing
That might
that
create a
aspect,
problem.
though. I am playing that.
That we might have a problem there.
But I do. Gosh, I love food so much, and like
That's good.
I love salt.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm happy about that. I think we need to work on our relationship with food a little bit,
probably
but we're on the right track.
almost certainly.
We're on the right track though.
Like,
because we
tell
don't,
me if this is
there's
normal.
not a hatred of food.
Tell me if this is normal.
Oh no.
Like
Go
if
ahead.
I'm sometimes when I'm like I wake up late in the morning or something, but I don't have like anywhere to be. But I woke up late, so I'm like really hungry.
What time?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's say like
Continue.
11.
Okay.
I wake up at 11, which doesn't happen that often. But if I did, and I'm like making eggs, and I'm like while I'm making eggs, my stomach is like, and it's part of me obviously is hungry, but the part that's more like excited is the flavor part, where I'm like, oh, this is gonna taste so good. So there's been times where just to like get me started. I'm so excited to eat that food that we've got. You know that like next to my oven, we've got that little dish of salt. I might just do like a little lick on the finger and just have like a little bit of salt just on its own, just for the flavor of it. Just to get excited about the food I'm going to eat in 5 minutes.
That's like food foreplay.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You're warming yourself up.
Yeah, I'm getting the salivary glands going. You've never done that?
No!
Like, actually?
That's not normal. I was waiting for my food. What the hell?
Yeah, dude, I'm cooking and I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good. And then I'm like,
Let me just...
yeah, just real quick, I'm just like, Sometimes I've gotten back for seconds.
That's gotta be one of just the most insane things.
I'm crying.
You can't even wait 5 minutes for your food.
Dude, I want...
You gotta do a little
excited.
salt equivalent of a flipping hand job.
It's an amuse-bouche.
No, it's not. It's not an amuse-bouche. Don't call it that.
I'm amusing my bouche.
No!
I'm amusing it.
You're sucking salt off your finger.
Yeah, and
like
gosh,
a
if I
flipping
don't like
perv.
I lick my plates for pleasure. Like
My dad used to do that, but that is gross.
No, I do it. I lick Maddie's
What about
plate.
at a restaurant?
Yes.
Oh, yucky.
No, if I'm at a restaurant, I do it
Did you
slyly.
just pick it up?
No, because that's rude at a restaurant. So instead, I try and do it sneaky.
So, but at your house though, you just lick a plate clean.
At the restaurant, I do finger, and then I'll try and do it slowly until I get enough of it. Like if it's sauce, like pasta or something, on one of those big flat plates. Maddie knows I do it. She just
Get
minds
bread.
the accent. Sometimes I can't wait for the bread, dude.
No, see, that's your issue though.
No,
That's
not even a
representing
waiting
an
thing.
issue. You can't wait.
It's not even just
to
the-
suck up the excess
No,
sauce.
but sometimes I don't want sometimes I'm full, but I'm not like full enough to say no to the sauce that's on the plate. So I'm not going to wait for a bread order. I'm not going to wait for the waiter to come back and be like, "You want anything else?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me get some bread to soak up this sauce. I'll just get it clean quick." And I'm helping them. My dad licks a plate too.
Oh,
But at
genetic.
home, I will go ham on a plate. Like I'm treating that like I'm a flipping record player, and I'm just spinning that around on my tongue.
Oh,
It's good. It's
I
good.
wish I had learned this about you.
I've probably done it in front of you. I have no shame about that. When a meal is so good, and there's a little bit of that little saucy
See,
bits on
I understand that a little bit. I understand a meal being so good that you wanna lick the remains off.
Yeah.
That's fine. The idea of not being able to wait is concerning.
It's not.
And the salt
it's
on
not
your
just the
finger
wait.
is insane.
One time when we were on vacation, and we were in the Dominican, and I got this meal. It was probably one of the best things I ever had. It was like a ravioli in like a pesto sauce, but the pesto sauce was like almost a soup. Like it was like a green, super liquidy, but like good. And there was toasted almonds on
Okay.
this. The flavors in this meal were so good. I finished it and I went, "Oh, that was so satisfying. I'm satisfied. I'll have another." And I ordered a full other. They were like, "You want dessert?" And I was like, "Give me another one of what I just had." So did my brother. It was that good.
Okay.
It
I can kind of understand that.
Ben, it blew
when
my
I was
tiny little brain.
When I was at an Italian restaurant in Toronto and I had carbonara, I would have ordered another carbonara had I been
That's what
able
I'm
to.
saying.
I get that.
It's also because it was at an all inclusive, so I knew I wasn't paying a
There
freaking
you
dime.
go. So that
I'm like, I have
see
to
that
get it
to a
again.
certain degree. I understand that.
Yeah,
That's not crazy.
yeah. They do that.
Sticking a wet finger in a salt thing is crazy.
I'm moosing my boosh.
No, you're not.
I'm moosing it.
No, you're not.
My boosh
You're
is
not
being
losing
moosed.
anybody's boosh.
Mine's is.
No, yours
Mine's
is.
is.
Yours is not, sis.
Oh.
You're crazy.
Yeah. I thought
You
for
should
sure.
never eat again.
I thought for sure you would have said, "Okay, yeah, I've done that." Like I legitimately thought
No.
that's something you would have done. Have you done that? Like you just want like a little bit of a kick of something, so you just lick your finger and stick it in the salt, and then you lick off the little salt.
If she has a canker sore. Good point.
Gosh, sometimes I wish for a canker sore. No, I'm kidding.
Judah gets canker sores on purpose. He eats a lot of sour candy just so he can put salt in his mouth.
I actually don't really like. I'm not a sweets guy. I love.
Finally, we found the end
Yeah.
of it. End of the food.
Like honestly, you know what the best part of this ice cream is? There's like
What?
graham cracker bits in there, and they've got like a subtle, salty undertone. It's insane. It's so
Love
good.
salt.
They do.
So much that you stick your little fingy in it.
You ever have a hot
You
hot?
know, if you lick my arm, it's probably a little salty right now.
When I was a kid, I used to lick my own arms for the salty sweat. And I'm talking like I was like 5 years old. I did.
That's not real.
I was 5, and I think I'm on the
No,
spectrum.
that's not real. That's not real.
It
You're
is.
lying. For a
Dude,
bit. You didn't lick your own sweat?
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
I was like 5.
You did not just do it when you were 5. You did it when you were 14.
No, but if I lick my arm right now, I wouldn't like be opposed. I wouldn't be grossed out by it. But like there's a little natty sweat.
I think of an addiction. I think
No,
I
I
think it's
don't
an
do it.
addiction.
I'm not doing it like
I think it's an addiction.
chronically.
I think we've crossed the line into addiction.
Can a 5-year-old be addicted?
No, but a adult man who sticks his finger in salt because he can't wait 5 minutes for eggs
Dude,
can be.
I do it like once.
A day,
no,
it sounds
no,
like.
No. I probably have done it in the
whatever
entirety
whatever number you give me, I'm not gonna believe you. Because you're lying.
So you don't believe that I did it in the first place. Why would you believe that it's a high number?
Because now I understand that you're sick.
I've probably done it like 4 times since living here. It's not a lot.
Yeah, right. That's a lie.
But I would do
Saving
it right
face.
now. Dare me to?
Dare you to go get some salt on your finger?
Just give it a little lick. It's good, especially with that kosher salt too, because some of them are a little bit bigger and flakier, and then you kind of
That's
crunch
a little
down
treat.
on
That's
them.
an extra special treat.
Yeah, it is. It reminds me of a hot pretzel. You ever have a hot soft pretzel?
Yes, I've had a hot soft pretzel
Holy
as a snack.
frick.
Those are good and salty.
I could eat 6.
Still
of
not the
those.
same as eating a salt
With
directly.
the yellow mustard.
That would be yum.
It's delish.
I'm not really. I don't know if I'm a big salty guy.
I know you're a sweets guy. You
I like
got a
sweet.
huge sweet tooth.
I like sweet. I like sweet.
Yeah.
I like sweet. I
You
like
also-
savory.
Yeah.
Don't think I like salt very much. I'll eat salt.
Yeah. But you were into I feel like you used to rip a McDonald's pretty frequently.
I love McDonald's.
Yeah.
That is salty,
Yeah.
but
But there's something in there too.
there's something else in
There's
there.
something in there.
Something beyond the salt.
Cuz like
Call
I feel
it
like
crack.
I feel like you could
MSG.
eat I feel like you could get like a 10-piece nugget meal every day for the rest of your life and you wouldn't even bat an eye. Like it would not affect you. You think you get tired of
I
that?
think no, I don't think I would.
Yeah,
I think that's the scary part about McDonald's.
Yeah.
I think that says more about McDonald's than it does about me.
it does.
But
You know
yeah,
what's
I think so.
actually
I think
scary
eventually I
about
get
McDonald's?
sick of it.
What is
I'd also become 1,000 pounds.
Oh, that's true. What terrifies me about McDonald's is that as a person who no longer eats meat,
Yeah.
I still will crave it.
Like a chicken nugget.
Or anything. Like, I will order a Big Mac with no meat, and so I'm eating 3 pieces of bread, lettuce, and sauce, and cheese. And I would order that every day for the rest of my life and not bat an eye. What is in that? It's bread. What do they do to it?
Salt.
Yeah. MSG or something.
Something's in there. Something is in there that is making it so appetizing.
Because, like, I'm talking to you about this right now.
And you want some?
And my mouth is, like, watering a little bit.
Nah, I think eventually I would get sick of it. I could tell you, yeah, there's only one fast food on the planet that I'm confident I could eat every day and never get sick of it, and I think it would actually not be the worst thing in the world.
It's Chipotle.
Chipotle.
It's good.
I could eat Chipotle every single day of my life.
And it's it's not. Well,
It's not.
It might not be
It's
healthy.
not. I wouldn't go as far to say it's the best thing you're eating.
But it's definitely.
of the fast foods that you could eat every day, I would go and say Chipotle is probably fine.
It's gonna be better for you than a McDonald's.
Yeah.
for sure.
The macros are definitely better.
Yeah. What the dude? I don't know what a macro is.
There's more protein and
It's like a
there's more
ratio?
good stuff in it than there is.
Okay.
Than there is
Okay.
bad stuff. You're gonna get your protein out of that. If
I'm
you had
trying-
2 Chipotle burritos every day.
So with Chipotle, like let's say you're eting it every day.
Okay.
In this scenario, though,
But part of that though is actually not nice because I'm scared of getting sick of it. I don't ever want to
Right.
lose the feeling I have when I eat Chipotle.
my
But
question.
continue on with
my
your
question
thing.
for you is, because obviously, okay, so when I phrase the McDonald's one, right, like you're eating the 10 nugget meal every day or whatever. With Chipotle, like, are we talking like Chipotle as an institution, or are you getting the same burrito every day?
Same burrito every day.
Okay.
Same exact burrito.
Okay, good. Because you know when people ask that, they're like, if you had to eat one food every day, and then they're like, this one, because then I can put whatever I want on it.
No,
I'm like, that's not
cheating.
what we're asking.
That's cheating. Has to be the exact same
Yes.
thing. No, I could eat a
Pizza,
and
because then
my
I can
Chipotle,
put anything on it.
My Chipotle burritos are really simple too. White rice, chicken, pico, lettuce. That is it. That's all I put on a Chipotle burrito.
The pico's where
The
everything
pico is where all the flavor is,
Dude,
and their rice, bro. Their rice is some of the most flavorful rice I've ever eaten in my life.
I love a pico.
Pico is probably one of my favorite foods, and it's not even a food by itself, really.
It's so delicious.
It's nothing brings me more joy than when I'm eating pico. Something about it. It's the cilantro and the tomato and the red onion, and that's it.
There is something happy about it.
It's delicious. It also looks really appetizing
There's also
when you
salt
stare
in
at
there.
it.
There is salt in there for sure, Z's.
Yeah, but
it helps suck.
like
the
you do
juice
put
out.
some salt in there
Yeah.
when you're making it, but like The onion and the cilantro and the tomato are where the a lot of the good flavors are coming from.
My mouth is watering.
I know, me too. Actually, I love pico. But yeah, like I know if someone I don't like beans in my burrito. I don't like cheese.
When was your first Chipotle? Like a year ago?
No, more than a year ago. When did I had it first in Toronto when me and Nice. Where were we on our way back from Nice when I had Chipotle for the first time? We were in Toronto.
How?
I had it on Front Street. We just stopped randomly because I had heard
let
of
me
it
ask you this then.
in TikToks.
Since January 2023.
Mm-hmm.
How often have you had Chipotle?
Since January 2023. So how many times this year?
Knowing the closest Chipotle to you
Is in Vaughan.
is not close.
An hour.
Yeah.
Has it been less than 10? I'm not confident it's been less than 10.
I just remember.
It might be 10.
I just like Chipotle. Ben loves Chipotle so much. He's willing
To drive an hour for it?
to drive an hour for it
Yes.
and to mildly manipulate your wife for it.
How did I mildly manipulate my wife for it?
When she had that thing that she was like, she had a long day, and you went, I'm going to tell her to stop in at Von Mills and buy herself something nice. And then also, after she agrees to that, she can pick me up some Chipotle.
Yes. Everybody wins.
See, this to me, this is where I think I feel how you feel about me with the salt thing. Your brain is operating like a drug addict, going, how can I work out an operation in which no matter what else happens, great, whatever, but I end up with a burrito in my hands by 9 p.m. tonight.
It's so good.
I've only had it
feel
once.
so much joy when I'm eating a Chipotle
Dude.
burrito. I don't understand
I need to tell you.
why it's so good. I could eat 1,000 in a row, and it's so good.
I'm saying this to you with zero irony. I love that for you. I do. I'm so glad that you found this thing that brings you joy.
I said to Anissa yesterday, I thought about this. I said to her last night, the next time that I'm home alone for a night, so like the next time Anissa goes away for a night and I don't go with her, the only thing I can think of is I'm going to go to Chipotle and get 2 burritos. I said this to her last night. So that I can go home and eat 2 burritos and Anissa can't say anything because she's not there. And so I can eat it by myself, guilt-free.
Why didn't you do that for your birthday?
I don't know.
You could have been like, it's my birthday. I'm getting 3. Okay, here's a question, right? Anissa's gone for the night. You're going, okay, I've got my game plan. I'm going to drive to Vaughan. Do you think there's a chance that on the way home you can't wait and you crack into that first
No,
burrito? No, 'cause you want the experience?
No, because I'm actually very strict on that.
Okay.
I've never cracked into food on the way home.
Really?
Unless Anissa's in the passenger seat and she hands me a fry,
Right.
then maybe I'll eat a fry. But I'm like religious on that. Max is my little brother, eats his entire meal on the drive home.
Yeah.
Like just cranks the whole meal out. I am like I'll eat cold food just to not eat it on the way home because food, especially like Chipotle, is an experience. So when I want to sit down and be comfy when I eat it, and I can't eat it while I'm driving. It diminishes the experience for me.
I love it driving.
I don't like it.
I
don't like eating in the car at all.
I don't do it all the time, but
I also hate eating when I'm driving.
I feel like we don't. When we go, when we pick up food, a lot of the time it's a necessity thing,
right?
Where we're hungry now,
right?
So we're out. Let's grab food,
right?
I don't think we've ever left the house to go to a fast food spot and then bring it back.
True. True.
And or it's like, okay, we're going for like a 2-hour drive. Let's grab like a starter road trip meal.
Right.
And I love like eating a little.
I'll eat in the car in that scenario where we're not going, like if we're on a road trip.
Yeah.
Like we're driving somewhere.
But with
that isn't
Chipotle,
home.
You want the experience.
No, Chipotle.
To be
I
better.
go to Vaughan, I get it, and I'm not touching it till I get home.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Not even considering it. It doesn't even cross my mind. It's not an option.
The smell doesn't get to you.
Not an option.
Crazy.
There's such a resolve in my head not to eat my food till I get home.
I'm so excited for you to have those 2 burritos.
Dude, I can't wait.
I'm actually excited to hear about when you get to do that.
I'm going to. Denise is gonna wherever she goes. That
I
she's
don't.
Gone,
I don't
I'm
think
getting
there's
two.
food like that for me.
You don't have a food that brings you that much joy?
No, like where I'm like, ooh, I am going to, because a lot of it Maddie like also enjoys.
Right.
Like, I love a Palace pizza or like.
Denise likes Chipotle, but not on the same level as me.
So I'm like, I can't think of anything where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting 2 of those because I love them so much.
Right. I would encourage you to find it because it's so great. It's amazing.
I do. You know what I do love, but Maddie also loves it, and they don't really have it anymore. They haven't had it in a bit. Nation's Emporium has like a vegan quesadilla, and I don't even like.
Is there like vegan meat in it, or is it just cheese?
Vegan meat and vegan cheese. And I honestly would probably prefer it with real cheese, but like they pre-make them and then they heat them up for you. And so like because of that, they're not doing like a real cheese with a fake meat.
Right.
So we always get the vegan quesadilla, but holy frick, holy. And even still, like when they're like, do you want real sour cream with that or vegan sour cream? We get the vegan sour cream most times, or at least I do. That whole experience, I would eat 2 of those.
Yeah?
They're
All right.
crazy.
That's fair. I like it.
But I would not need Maddie to be out of the house for that, because if I said, Maddie, I'm going to go to Nature's and I'm going to get 2 of these, she'd go, let's do it.
Nice.
I feel like Maddie would be down. She wouldn't eat 2 right away, but she would be down. We would get like 4 of those and then have one for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
We've never done it, but I think you would be down to.
It's...
Really?
That's the reason.
A lot of money,
It's the money. And that's what Anissa said to me last night. She goes, I'm going to get 2 burritos. She goes, they're expensive. And I go, I'm buying an experience.
It's true.
I can't put a price tag on the amount of joy that they're going to give me.
I honestly, and I'm not...
What is with that? I don't think about money that
I'm
much.
not being hyperbolic. I'm not being...
I don't think my 2 Chipotle burritos are going to step between us
It's
and a
not.
house.
That's the same as like when boomers are like, stop buying your Starbucks, then you'll get a house. No, you won't.
You know, it's still too expensive. Interest rates are still too high.
Yeah. The burritos aren't stopping you. You might as well be happy while you're poor.
Yeah, amen.
I'm going to be poor till I'm dead.
Amen. I can't put a price tag on the joy that Chipotle brings.
I'm not
me.
even poor. We're fine.
I actually can't put a
We're
price
very
tag. It's like
comfortable.
$30, but that's $30 I will pay
I don't
every
think
time.
I've ever heard you talk about something with this much. There's a glimmer in your eye.
I can't explain it. I love it so much that we went to Canada's Wonderland recently, and I got kind of sick at Canada's Wonderland because we got the food pass, and I think I just ate too much food and drank too much, and then went on rides, and it was just a big thing, and I ended up pulling trig that day. Not a good day. It was I had a great day with Anissa, but overall my physical feeling that day was not good.
You're trying to cover your bases while she's sitting in front of you. You had a bad day.
It was fun. It was a fun day.
But you wish the day went a little
I wish I had felt better.
You wish the day went a little different.
I wish it...
You wish you ate less
I had a
food.
good time, but I wish I'd felt better, yeah.
You wish you had more self-control.
She's looking at me sad. Anyways, that day, we were in Canada's Wonderland, and for those of you who don't know, there's a Chipotle right down the street from Canada's Wonderland, like super close. And Anissa asked me if I want to stop at Chipotle on the way home, and I didn't. I said no because my reasoning was I was so scared that I had food poisoning
that it would kill
that if I ate Chipotle that night, I would throw up later that night from food poisoning, and then the taste of Chipotle would be ruined for me.
Yeah.
So
you didn't want
I
to
turned down Chipotle
your holy experience
to protect
yeah.
the feeling of it, which you could argue that's, kind of insane, but I don't think it is. I think it makes sense.
There's a reverence to it.
Yeah. I don't want to risk that.
Yeah.
Because of the joy it brings me.
I get that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can get on board with that?
No, actually, I respect that, and I honor that.
Thank you.
Well, we've been going for an hour and 2.
That's it. That's long.
Yeah. That's it. That's long. Which one?
I'm still thinking about Chipotle. My mouth's watering.
I would go for a Chipotle right now.
They got to make one farther north.
Why can't we get one in our mall?
Why the hell is there... Why is it only in Vaughan? What the hell? At least put one in like Barrie or something.
People would buy or
There's
something.
there's a Chick-fil-A in Barrie. Why is there not a Chipotle?
Who cares about Chick-fil-A?
Honestly, a lot of people might disagree with this. Chick-fil-A is quite delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not sprinting to a Chick-fil-A like I am to a Chipotle.
No. Ben doesn't care about Chick-fil-A's food so much as he cares about their politics.
Amen. I didn't say amen to that. All right. Thanks for listening to the Barely
Thanks
Cool
for listening to the Barely
podcast. Go
Cool
get yourself a
podcast.
Chipotle burrito or a Chick-fil-A sandwich or any
Whatever
food that
the
you
fuck you
enjoy.
want.
Just don't stick your finger in salt because that's weird and gross and yucky.
I like it sometimes.
It's yeah, it's gross.
I
and
don't.
yucky.
It doesn't hurt nobody.
It hurts me. I'm gonna think about it now. Tonight in bed, I'm gonna wake up screaming, "Ben, what's wrong? Ben!" That's Anissa. What's wrong? Salt.
That's Anissa. That's Anissa. Just so you know. Ben, what's wrong? That's Anissa. All right. Thanks for listening to
the Barely Cool podcast. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Salt.
Bye.
Bye.
I've been barely cool for a while, cool with a wink or a smile, but I'm cooler than you are with or without buzz. I've been started, and this is really hard for me. Well, I'll stop myself if nobody else does.
Okay, dude, so badly. I want to do an episode where I see if I can kill Chipotle for you. I want to see how much Chipotle you can eat.
That's mean. You would do that?
I don't want to ruin it.
You would get
I just want to see how
joy?
much you can eat.
I can unlimited
I
amount.
don't know if that's true, and I want to
can.
find the limit.
I can. You're willing to spend like $200 finding the limit because you're not gonna find the limit.
I guess that's
You're
fair.
gonna have to spend an absorbent amount of money to find the limit. There is none. The
I
limit
just think the
does not
content-
exist.
I think
Mean
honestly,
Girls limit does not exist.
I think legitimately.
Correct. Whatever school wins. The school she's in.
I think legitimately, if we did that episode, right? Let's say you ate 5 burritos back to back to back, and you threw up. I think you might cry. I think you would cry.
Yes.
About
the idea
ruining
of that
Yeah.
feeling being gone from my life forever. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
don't want to do it.
All right. Well, maybe
I
we
protect
won't.
it,
We won't.
sanctified. Bye. Thanks for listening. Bye.